Hello everyone. Today is Friday, April 12th. It's 3:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can see my computer clock here in real time and the time in sales in real time. The Emini S&P currently trading at 29.08 and a quarter. Okay, just a quick announcement. I did an interview with one of my clients that qualified for a combine with Autotrader, and it was a really good interview. We shared some charts, and I'm going to post that hopefully over the weekend. So I just wanted to let everybody know to be sure to check out this video. And I think there's some useful information in there about the Autotrader and someone who is having really great success with it. Decent day for the Autotrader today. First up is the DAX on a Super Anko 14 tick. And I've restored many of my charts to not using the open range filter. I'm still showing them on some charts, but some charts I had them on there and was testing them both ways. So this version is the original version of the Super Anko 14 tick with the $2,000 goal, probably one of our most consistent charts of all time. It's a limit order with a 4-tick pullback, and today it hit its goal with no slippage. So, and that was done basically in 2 trades, and you can see them here, and a very small long to get us to 2,000 here. Okay, the Emini S&P on a Super Anko 4-tick chart has been one of our better charts. This one is a Super Anko 4 higher time frame, but it has a higher sensitivity. The sensitivity is 2 on the higher time frame, and on the lower time frame it's 0.618, and this has a goal of 850, and it hit its goal on a single trade, caught this kind of sell-off right at 10 o'clock, and had a couple of ticks of slippage. Okay, the Emini S&P on a regular 5 Renko chart. This has also been very good for us. This did 437.50 on a single trade. You can see it here. And I think this one has fixed profit targets, although it didn't hit 60 ticks. It was probably stopped out, trailing stop by 1 bar. And you can see that here. The first target is 16 ticks, and that was hit right here. And then the trail by 1 bar was taken out here at the high of this bar. The goal on this is 800, so obviously shy of its goal, but still 1 trade at 437.50. The DAX on a 150 Heikin-Ashi chart is using our open range filter, and there was 2 trades, 1 winner and a loser, and this went up as high as 1,000 or so, and then had a losing trade here and settled in at 412 for the day. There's nothing wrong with having $1,000 profit in the goal. There would be nothing wrong with having a $500 per contract goal in the DAX or $1,000. I've seen many times where the DAX ran up 1,000 and then ended up with less. So a conservative goal, a goal on this of 2,000 is 2550 is reaching in my opinion, but I've set it high here because the DAX is really volatile, and it's quite possible to make a goal at that high in the DAX. Okay, here's the DAX with the Super Anko 14 tick using the open range filter, and this just had 2 trades, and the equity high looks to be about 600 here, but settled in at 350. Looks like it had 3 trades. There was a small loser here at the end. Okay, next up is the Emini S&P on a Super Anko 4 tick, and this is our higher time frame filter of 6, which is probably the most consistent chart for the Super Anko 4 tick. This is currently long 1 contract, and so we have a closed P&L of 500 and an open P&L of 100. And you can see how things played out. This was kind of up, down, up, and currently long. We'll see how the market resolves. The goal on this is 850, so it's got a little bit to go to hit its goal. It would need about 4 points, but that would be possible if the market rallies to the high of the day here, which it very well could do. We'll see. In any case, the current P&L stands at about 600. Okay, the ES on a regular 5 Renko chart. This one is slightly different here with an 8 Super Renko higher time frame. And this also did 437.50 for the day on a single trade. Okay, so next up is the bonds on a 150 tick line break chart. And if you look at this chart, this appears to be kind of a range bound day. But in spite of that, because of the open range filter, this only went short, and it had 2 winning trades here. Very nicely done considering the action here. And this did 437.50 for the day, almost $500, which is a respectable return that can really add up. If you did that every single day, that's $2,500 a week, and that is $120,000 a year. But of course, you're not going to do it every single day. But if you can have a consistency of 60%, 65%, that would be very, very good. And so far on this chart, the consistency, I believe, has been better than 60%, probably 70 or 80%. This has been very consistent as long as we've been showing it, and I believe that the money management could be improved on this. Okay, finally, our crude oil with the Super Renko 4 tick, I showed this for the first time yesterday, went like this. This is using the open range filter and a higher time frame filter, and it looks like it drew down only about $75 per contract and had an equity high of 300 here and settled in at 150 for the day. Still positive. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching.